The twin suns of Zyrathia cast fractured shadows across the forested cliffs of the eastern ridge. Lithe and violet-skinned, the alien terrain was alive with colors and sounds unlike anything on Earth. Birds, or what resembled birds to human eyes, sang in frequencies that seemed to hum in the chest, and the trees shimmered faintly as if breathing light. 13-year-old Kael Branson stumbled through dense underbrush, hands scratched and bleeding from thorns. He had been tracking strange tracks all morning, following a wounded alien girl he had seen collapse near the cliff's edge. Her skin glowed faintly, a soft green luminescence pulsing with every shallow breath. "Hang on," Kael whispered, kneeling beside her. Her limbs were twisted awkwardly, one arm bent at an unnatural angle, and her face was pale with pain. Kael," she managed, her voice a faint song of harmonics. "Yes, I'm here," he said, trying to remember first aid instructions his father had taught him. "You're going to be okay. I'll get you out." Before he could move her, a low growl vibrated through the ground. Kael froze. The underbrush trembled, and a massive quadrupedal beast, fur dark as molten rock, eyes glinting like molten gold, emerged from the shadows. Its mouth opened, revealing jagged teeth, and a guttural roar echoed across the cliffs. Kael's heart pounded. There was no way he could outrun it, let alone fight. But when he looked at the alien girl, fear gave way to determination. She had trusted him. Someone had to act. Kael grabbed a thick branch, jagged at the end, and stood between her and the beast. It lunged. Kael swung blindly, striking the side of its snout. It yelped in irritation, not pain, and came at him again. He ducked and rolled, dodging instinctively, but he knew he couldn't keep this up. Then the girl did something unexpected. She whispered, a low hum reverberating through the forest, and a faint pulse of light extended from her palm. The beast froze, growling in confusion. Kael realized she was not entirely defenseless. Her abilities were limited in her injured state. "We have to distract it," Kael muttered. "I'll lead it away, and you stay here. Can you do that?" Her nod was barely perceptible. Kael picked up the branch, biting his lip, and darted toward a cluster of trees, weaving between trunks as the beast lunged and swiped. Its claws shredded bark and soil, but Kael's nimbleness kept him alive. He circled back, hoping the girl had remained still. When he returned, she had shifted slightly, her glow brighter. The creature hesitated. Kael realized she was channeling energy, enough to protect herself but not enough to attack. He grabbed a rock and hurled it at a distant tree. The beast's head snapped toward the sound, giving Kael just enough time to drag the girl behind the boulder. The growl faded as the creature retreated into shadows, sensing a larger threat in her harmonic pulse. Kael sank to his knees, exhausted, sweat and blood mingling on his skin. The girl whispered a word he didn't understand, and the glow faded. Her eyes, large, golden, luminous, met his. "Thank you," she said in a weak, musical tone. Kael shook his head. "No, you saved me too. Don't say that." Hours later, voices echoed, human voices, but not earthlings. The sound carried authority, a deep cadence harmonizing with the forest. A group emerged, led by a tall figure clad in ceremonial armor, adorned with symbols shimmering faintly. The chief. He surveyed the scene. "Kael Branson," he said, voice commanding. "You risked your life for one of ours." "Why?" Kael's chest heaved. "She was hurt. I couldn't leave her." The chief's expression softened, then hardened again. He studied the alien girl, who began to rise with Kael's support. "You humans rarely understand the value of our lives. Yet you acted with courage and selflessness. You could have died and still protected her." Kael felt pride and fear. "I just did what I thought was right," he said quietly. The chief gestured to his companions. "Bring them to the village. This boy has shown bravery that must be honored. And the girl, she must be healed fully under our care." As they walked, Kael noticed subtle shifts. Flora seemed to respond to the girl, leaves swaying as if whispering secrets. Fauna watched silently from above, curious but unthreatening. By the village, a settlement of crystal towers and luminous walkways, the girl's glow returned. Children, human and alien, gazed in awe at Kael's courage. The chief, a pillar of authority, stood before him. "You have done what few can," he said. "In the trials of Zyrathia, bravery and loyalty are valued above all. Humans rarely survive our wilds, yet you protected one of ours. For this, you will be remembered." Kael's face burned. I don't feel like a hero." "Heroes are not made by how they feel," the chief replied. "They are defined by actions. Your action today saved a life and trust between our worlds." The girl, healed, introduced herself as Lysra. Her voice, soft yet commanding, resonated in Kael's chest. "You saved me," she said. "In doing so, you earned my trust. That trust is rare among your kind." Kael blinked. "I didn't do it for trust. I just couldn't leave you." Lysra smiled faintly. "Perhaps that is courage, acting on what is right, not for reward or consequence." Over the following days, Kael learned more about Zyrathia, the creatures that roam the forest, vast energy fields beneath mountains, and the intricate web of alliances among alien clans. He realized how fragile life could be here, how every action carried weight beyond human understanding. The chief, observing quietly, occasionally spoke. "Courage is not measured in victories over beasts alone. It is measured in preserving life, in loyalty, and in choices made when fear is loudest." Kael understood then that the beast had been only the beginning. He had survived, but more importantly, he demonstrated empathy, quick thinking, and integrity, qualities transcending species. On departure day, Lysra handed him a small crystal vial with glowing liquid. "This is a gift," she explained. "It will protect you and remind you of your courage and the bond we share between our worlds." Kael held it tightly, pride and humility mingling. "I won't forget," he said. The chief watched silently. "Remember, human boy, Zyrathia tests more than strength. It tests heart. Today, you pass." As Kael boarded the shuttle home, he looked back at the shimmering forest, the alien village, and Lysra's luminous eyes. Life on Earth would never feel the same. He had faced a beast, saved a life, and earned the respect of a civilization beyond human understanding. And in his chest, a quiet, steady pride beat stronger than any fear he had known.